Okay, so part 3. If you've not seen part 1 and 2, basically my makeup artist on the day didn't do my makeup how it was meant to be done. It was still fine, it just wasn't how I had it. She had 3.5 months to get my lipstick she was gonna get, and she didn't, so she left me with a little nubbin. She glued my sister's eyelid together, she didn't glue my eyelashes on enough. Then after the wedding, 4 of us, so the 4 that got done by my lady, not her assistant, all ended up with crusty gammy eyes with styes. Um, so yeah. So, Petty Queen, what did I do? I took screenshots of our Facebook chats just so people couldn't say I was just saying things. Because by now she's blocked me because I tried to get a refund just on the bridesmaid, my older sister, who didn't end up getting her makeup done. She basically ended up just getting concealer on her eyes. She went and did her own makeup after that. I emailed our wedding venue and I was like, thank you guys for giving us such an amazing wedding day. I just wanted to make you aware of a situation because the makeup artist was on their recommended list supplier. They're like, oh, we've not had any issues with her before, like, what's going on? I said, I'm going to attach a screenshot just so you can see everything that's been said by both sides. And I attached pictures of my eyes, and I also sent them a picture of my maid of honour's eyes because I didn't have a picture at the time of my younger sister who also had styes, and it didn't come out till later that my older sister also had the same issue as me, which was like the crusty eczema stuff around the eyes where the concealer had been. And I said, I tried to handle it with her, like, because the cleanliness issue, there's going to be people with more sensitive skin than us when she does weddings. Um, you know, I this was my eyes taken last night. I'm still trying to get it down. This was like 2 weeks after the wedding at that point, and they emailed back and they were like, "Oh, that's awful. Like, we will absolutely look into it. Thank you for the screenshots and pictures." Um, she's like, "We've not had any issues with her before," and I was like, "Yeah, she, like, as you can see, she said that my sister was rude as well. She didn't supply the lipstick she was supposed to supply. Then when I just asked for a refund for the bridesmaid she didn't do, which she had been paid for, that's when she was like, "Oh, no, 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 I'm gonna block you," kind of thing. She didn't want to deal with it. She didn't even apologise for the eyes. I explained to her that the 2 girls that went with her assistant didn't have eye problems. Um, So yeah, I believe that my venue have removed her as a recommended supplier, and then I went onto the Facebook pages where I found her. So she wasn't the cheapest makeup artist, but she wasn't the most expensive. I don't know, maybe that was my fault, but I guess she could be expensive and bad as well, I don't know. So I went onto the group where I originally found her, like, to go and have a trial and hire her and blah blah blah. And I messaged the admin and I said, I just thought you would want to know that one of your people that you're allowed to advertise in the group um basically has made my life a living hell. Like, by this point I'm pissed off. I've not got a refund for the bridesmaid. I didn't have my lipstick for the day. She stuck my sister's eye together. My makeup didn't look like what it looked like in the trial, but by that point, she had finished the whole makeup and she would have had to wipe it all off to reapply it. And she barely had time to do me because she didn't have time to do my sister. So, what am I supposed to say when I see it? It's not like I had it in the trial. Like, no, I've got to go and get into my bloody dress. Um, I digress. A little bit angry still. Um, so I spoke to basically, it's a page for Essex brides to find or get suggestions and recommendations from people. And I posted, oh, this was over a year ago, I'm looking for basically a makeup artist and hairstylist. Um, like I said, went for the trial and it was fine, which is why I booked her, and she used the palette and there was nothing wrong with my face or skin afterwards. And he was like, don't worry, I'm going to ban her from group. Like, that's not how you resolve a situation in my eyes in business. You don't just block people. She could have just given you the refund and it would have been the end of it, even though you're having the skin issues. He said, he also, he followed up with me like a couple of months ago, because I did this, it must have been just before Valentine's Day at that point, because our wedding was at the end of January. He followed up with me like month and a half ago. He was like, you still having eye issues? And that time I was like, yep, here's a picture. He was like, oh, okay, no worries, I will put him on the put her on the ban list. I've let other admins know. So she's been removed from 2 groups. If you're not going to get my refund, you're not going to get any work. Like I said, I'm not going to name and shame her because it's still her business. But she could have just refunded me, apologised, and that could have been the end of it. I'm a little bit petty. So now when I have checked up on her Facebook page, all it is promotional spam, because she's clearly not getting the work, and she's even turned to doing makeup lessons. So yeah, just be careful who you go with for like makeup artists and stuff on your wedding day. Like I said, she was so different in the trial to on the day. So different. Oh yeah, that was it. She nearly made my younger sister cry because she commented on her skin. Bear in mind, my younger sister is a teenager. She's a teenager, and she commented on how dry and flaky and basically how disgusting her skin is, how she has spots and how it's dry and flaky, and she can't understand how her skin's like that to a teenager. She made comments like that to all my bridesmaids in some shape or form that she did makeup on. Apart from me, she didn't say anything while she was doing my face. I think she knew that I wasn't happy with how things were going, so she didn't bother really talking to me. But yeah, be careful who you go with for your makeup artist. And also, makeup artists, be careful because you don't know how petty your clients can be. See you guys later.